From dropout to dreamer. They laughed when I walked out of my college for the last time, backpack slung over my shoulder and dreams weighing me down like bricks. The word dropout followed me everywhere, on my phone, in whispered conversations, even in my own reflection. For months, I hid in my parents' basement, surrounded by empty pizza boxes and lines of code that made more sense to me than any lecture ever did. Some nights, doubt hit harder than hunger, and every error message felt like the world confirming I was a failure. But there's something wild about rock bottom. Nothing left to lose means you're finally free to try. I started building an app, not because I thought it would change my life, but because creating it made the noise quiet down. Days blurred into nights as I poured every ounce of frustration and hope into that glowing screen, learning more from my mistakes than I ever did from textbooks. My friends moved on, my phone stopped buzzing, but every bug I fixed felt like a small rebellion against the label they'd given me. The day I launched the app, I barely slept, convinced no one would care. But downloads trickled in, then poured, and suddenly people were messaging me, thanking me, asking for updates, calling me a genius. It wasn't the success that hit hardest, it was the realization that my so-called failure was actually the raw material for everything I'd just built. The basement that felt like a prison became my launching pad. Here's what I learned. The world loves to slap labels on you, but those labels don't stick unless you let them. Sometimes, starting over isn't the end. It's just the first chapter of a story you get to write on your own terms. If you're stuck at your lowest, remember, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the training ground.